I love this book. It's my favorite. A fox? No, I want a mouse.
Hi, I'm Lou, and Lily-Roe is busy climbing a hill. Ooh. And running down it. So Lily-Roe will be 3 in a few weeks' time. So we thought, before she turns 3, we would share with you some of our favourite books that we have been reading over the last year, and they're all ones that are to do with nature or got nature in them, and it's a mix of fiction and non-fiction. So we have got 7 of our favourite books to share with you today. So the first book we'd like to share with you is Stanley's Stick by John Hegley and illustrated by Neal Layton, and it's a story about Stanley who has a very special stick, and it is all sorts of things to Stanley, and he goes on holiday with his mum and dad, and I won't tell you what happened because I don't want to spoil the story, but you know, it's all about his stick. But it's written in a beautiful way. John Hegley's a poet, so it's a really lovely pattern to the language in it, and the illustrations are like a collage, a mix of kind of medias, and it is just a lovely story, particularly if your child loves sticks. So the next story we'd like to share with you is Window by Jeannie Baker, and it's a series of photographs of her collages, and it's the view out of a little boy's bedroom window over a period of years. So every 2 years there's like a picture through his window, and there aren't any words in this, it's just the pictures, and you can see how the landscape changes from pristine woodland to more houses, more vehicles, and how the landscape changes with development. So even though there are no words, there's lots of things to talk about, and about how things change over time, and I guess with the theme of sustainability within the frame of the story. Then we've got 10 Seeds by Ruth Brown. I love Ruth Brown's illustrations, they're just such gorgeous pictures, and Lily-Roe really likes numbers and counting, so this has been a favourite book, and it's very simple in terms of the words. There aren't many words, but there's a pattern: 10 seeds, 1 ant, and then these gorgeous illustrations of the seeds growing and turning into shoots, and you know, each page there's 1 less seed, 1 less plant, and again until we get to the end, which I won't spoil the ending for you, but let's just say it completes the full circle of life in this story. So if your child's enjoying counting, this is a really lovely book, looking at like plants and life cycles and what happens to plants. Next one is Are You a Ladybird by Judy Allen and Tudor Humphries. And this is a non-fiction book, but it's almost in a fictiony way, if that makes sense. But it is non-fiction, it gives you a lot of information about ladybirds. This is part of a series of books as well. There is Are You a Snail and other mini beasts. But it starts with this question, you know, are you a ladybird? So it's evoking that imagination in the child. And then it goes on, and it tells you all about the life cycle of the ladybird, and how you start off in an egg and you hatch out, and then you don't look anything like your mum or dad ladybird, and then you have to eat aphids. So it's talking you through the life cycle of the ladybirds, but in quite in like a story type way. And then it has also got at the back some facts about ladybirds and things as well. So Lily-Roe quite likes ladybirds, so that one's been a favourite as well. So the next one's another non-fiction book, my first book of Woodland Animals, illustrated by Ingram. And the illustrations of this are lovely, sort of bold block kind of colours. And it's a non-fiction book, so it tells you all about 20 different animals that you might find in the wood, and it has got some insects as well in there, as well as a frog, amphibian, as well as mammals. So it has boxes with key facts in, like the size and what they eat, and it's got some more information written, to give you a bit more information about the animals. So we've enjoyed using that one when we've seen something in the woods, and then we can look it up in the book. So it kind of is a nice beginnings to using books as like a reference or for an identification guide. So this is our third and last non-fiction book that we want to share with you today, called Birdhouse, a Clover Robin book of nature. And I believe this is also part of a series. You can get like Bug Hotel and other, there's another one as well which I can't remember right now. But it's a bold book with lift the flaps. And again, the illustrations I really like. They're kind of bold block, kind of collage-y type illustrations. And then there are flaps of different sizes with facts about the birds and what they eat, and so Lily-Roe enjoys lifting the flaps and seeing what's underneath. But yeah, that's quite a colourful and interesting way of presenting non-fiction information about birds, so we've enjoyed that one. The last book we want to share with you, bit of a classic, it's Goodnight Owl by Pat Hutchins, and it's a story about a very tired owl who's trying to go to sleep one day in his tree, but all the other birds and creatures that live in the tree keep making noise and waking him up. But there's a bit of a twist at the end, which I will keep secret so that I don't spoil the story for you. But it makes us laugh, doesn't it, when we get to the end? We like the twist at the end. We laugh lots, don't we? And it's a good bedtime book. So there are 7 of our favourite nature-y books. Do you have favourite nature-y books to share with children? Do let us know in the comment sections below. If you've enjoyed this video, do give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel so you can join us again in the woods next time. And thanks for watching. Reading books about nature can be fun, especially outside in the sun. Fiction or non-fiction, whatever does please. Take them out with you when you head to the tree.